Hello and welcome to Hobby Homies. We are your weekly tabletop podcast. I'm Shane, as always, hanging out with Fox.
Cheers. Cheers to everyone listening. We're raising a glass
Cheers.
to you and clinking.
Yes, we are.
That was an audible clink. I like that.
They heard it. And Churchy, of course.
Hello, Churchy.
I'm here
He's
also.
waving
I
again.
forgot that I have to do audio as well.
He's just waving again.
These
told you.
YouTubers, man.
I know, right? I know. You'd think they'd get used to it.
No.
Today, we are back at it again with 5 Parsecs From Home.
This game's so tasty, bro.
Oh, love it.
Before we get into it, I want to... Oh, by the way, this episode proudly brought to you by Kellogg's. Did we... We
No,
didn't lock
didn't
that in.
score
Sorry.
that yet. Next week, dude. Next week.
Proudly brought to you by our
Alternate
patrons.
Cam. Oh,
And,
yes.
Yeah, that's another
I was
camera.
going to say alternate camera. Apparently brought to you by alternate camera.
By our patrons. We have a few new ones we're going to be shouting out. A
Yes.
returning
Thank you so
hero.
much. I don't know which camera was on. So
Back
I just look at both of them now.
It's too much. Let's just get off
We need the
YouTube.
little things that like tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do need more patrons so we can afford to buy lights to
Yeah. And
And a full
correspond with
studio.
it.
We just
Yeah.
need a full, even more professional setup.
Yeah, I mean, we don't even deserve this, but we'll take anything extra as well,
Absolutely.
as long as we're piling on. So, 5 parsecs.
Yeah.
I got to thinking about this.
Yeah, you got something to say.
I got something to say. Two things, actually.
Bone to pick?
No.
Okay.
Well,
Good.
one, no.
Well, hold
So-
up.
yeah. So, with 5 parsecs,
Yep.
I'm moving house at the moment.
You are.
And then on this episode, you'll discover that Shane has some tasty pictures of his game, and I have 0 tasty pictures.
You had proxies and you should have taken photos of the proxies. I want to see you moving beer cans around.
Yeah, so I had 2 beer cans. I had a tissue box. I had full paw hammer going.
Yeah.
There was not a piece of terrain that made sense as an object. But it was fun. And I used, even my miniatures were all locked away, so I just used
beer cans.
little samurais. And
Yeah.
for tokens, I did use the tabs off like energy drinks and beer cans.
Nice.
So I should have,
Yeah.
because in hindsight that would have been a cool thing for people to see. But what I love about parsecs and playing solo is if that aspect of the game, using just proxy minis, terrain, playing on carpet in a hot room, if you can do enough with your mind to make that immersive, and that's not many, then in parsecs is the game for you, because it's solo.
Yeah.
You don't have to think about the other person's experience of the game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Because I actually don't care. Like, I could field a full 40k army, 2,000 points of plastic,
Yeah.
and play in a game, and I'd have a blast.
Yeah.
I don't even really care what the terrain looks like. But the other person on the other side, you got to be conscious of, because they've put a lot of time painting their models.
Absolutely. They want to play on a good looking table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was just appreciative of that fact, that because I knew I was fully immersed, this was going to be a rewarding experience. There's no pressure either.
Yeah.
So I loved that. My second thing was, I don't know if you get this a lot with parsecs.
Okay.
But I don't have a constant desire to play this game until I start playing it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why do I not play this every bloody week?
I put mine off until the last minute to record this. I played my game yesterday. Like last night, in fact.
I just finished writing mine up.
Yeah, you
So-
played yours like today.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like it's just because we're playing a solo game, we can put it off.
Yeah.
If we had to play this game together, and it's like we got to work out a time that works for both of us.
Yeah.
And it's like we're limited. We're so limited. It's like, all right, we've got, I'm free Saturday morning, and you're not free until like Sunday afternoon. It's like we got to like come to a compromise, and then be like,
Yeah.
we've got 6 hours to play a game.
Let's do it.
So let's do it. Where you're playing a solo game, you can just be like, oh yeah, I'll play like just fucking later.
Yeah, that's it.
Just play
I'll
whenever.
play, yeah.
Like.
Yeah. And it is probably the solo aspect. Like, the best and worst parts of this game are that it is solo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I think we've found a solution for that, which we'll talk about at the end of this episode.
Yes, we will. Yep.
So we're reviewing our 3rd campaign turn.
Yeah. Yep.
I want to hear about yours.
Alrighty.
Because
dude.
usually, I feel like by the time you're done talking, people are like, all right, the good part of the episode's over.
Okay.
So we'll load you at the front. They'll see all the pictures.
Yeah.
Then they'll leave. And
Yeah.
they'll just think I had pictures.
Yeah, of course. They
tactical.
won't know that you didn't have pictures.
There's no way of knowing. So turn 3, give us a recap too, because I can't even remember your dudes. No,
Oh.
that's a lie. One of them has glitter.
Yeah. Well, look, I can't recap all my characters.
Okay,
if you guys want to hear that, if you haven't already listened to our first couple of episodes, although I imagine most of you have probably caught up, because we've had a bit of demand for this episode.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
man.
say demand. I'd say pressure.
Yeah. increasing pressure.
Yeah.
building
In
pressure.
fact,
Yeah.
there was what is it called when it's demands?
Demanding.
Yeah, but it's like a thing you put forward. It's like you do this or else. What is it called?
Oh, like a ransom?
yeah,
or
it's
a
like
threat?
a bad word. No, yeah.
Hang on. We'll find the thesaurus later.
Sure,
Let's
okay.
just get into this.
All right,
alright?
you do that. I'm gonna Google this. It's gonna annoy me.
Okay, so like I said, if you haven't listened to parts 1 and 2 yet, check those out. They're on our YouTubes, or you can listen to them wherever you're listening to this if it's just audio.
Yeah, this is actually someone messaged. That's a threat,
For my phone
or is that a demand? This better
Probably
be a
both.
Parsecs episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
An ultimatum.
Ultimatum, yes.
People
absolutely.
are gonna leave.
It's like, yep, do it or I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we are doing it.
Yep.
Please stay with us.
Don't leave again.
Don't leave again.
I'll also put links in the description. But
Yeah.
okay, so we're continuing our adventure on Cannon Prime, which is the planet.
Yeah.
Rathi, he is the Aaron. He remains in sickbay.
Okay.
So he got quite messed up last game.
Yeah.
6 turns in the sickbay.
Yeah,
I think
wow.
they're just putting him back together. I
Yeah,
don't know
legit.
I can't remember what happened, but he got
It's like Dr. Nixon there.
That's like sewing his like leg to his like shoulder, and it just horrible shit.
I'm trying to forget I'm trying to remember the quote, but there's no time.
I don't
But
know.
I just imagine them sewing his knee to his shoulder, and then they'd be like, "That's not it.
Yeah.
Start again, boys."
That's not it.
Yeah.
Tamsin, my leader, Darwin, and FX, they're all heading to the shooting range to train. They earn 1 XP for doing that.
Oh, nice.
Camden heads to the market district and he trades. I rolled a 15 on the table, which means he managed to sell some scrap
Oh,
for
good.
1 credit.
Hey, man.
So 1 credit.
You gotta
Yep.
make money,
Oh, I got to, dude.
especially when your homie's in the sick bay.
Yeah, 1 credit is 1 credit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you want me to bring pictures up yet?
Soon,
Okay.
Churchy. I will get that to you very, very soon. Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll get that to you via email.
Yeah. Bayard, my engineer, he does a bit of exploring. I rolled 53, and that leads us to find out that he doesn't have a gambling problem.
Oh, I saw that.
So,
yeah.
I have to discard one of his items either on him or in the stash. I opted to lose one of our 2 handguns. I was
Okay.
like, well, we got 2 of these suckers.
I feel like
what
he
he's-
might have a gambling problem, dude.
He doesn't,
I
have,
wanna
he
say
doesn't though, dude. I've asked him. He's confident that he's fine.
Where'd the other handgun go? What are you doing with that? What was it, Bayard?
Bayard, yep.
Bayard, where are you taking the handgun? I don't have a gambling problem. That's what I imagine he said.
True.
We didn't say nothing, dude. We was just checking.
Yeah.
Checking inventory.
Currently, I've got 2 rivals on this planet. I rolled a 5, which means they're not bothering us right now.
Okay,
So lucky. And I decided to go for an opportunity mission.
Okay, can you
Yeah.
explain that to me? Because I think I'm locked into my Patreon missions. I don't know how to do anything else.
I've just chosen not to do any Patreon missions.
Okay,
I think I did
cool.
1 actually. But opportunity missions are missions that you just roll on the table for, and you can do them anytime.
Right.
So you don't have to have any prerequisites like what do you call it? Quests.
Yep.
You can just do it. You know,
Yeah.
you roll on the table and it's you've got 8 options or something like
Okay,
that.
cool.
Yeah, yeah. So basically free real estate.
I feel like I've asked you about this every time because every time you mention it, I'm like, oh, that's right. You told me about that last time. So this might be the 4th episode in a row where you've explained opportunity missions to me.
Maybe, at
And
least
therefore our
twice.
audience.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
cool.
so I went for the opportunity mission because things have been heating up a little bit on this planet since we ran in with the Tech Guild.
Sure.
So the Tunnel Snakes are making their name for themselves on Cannon Prime, and not in a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although with a name like Tunnel Snakes, how can it not be in a good way?
Of course. I think we've outstayed our welcome. So basically, time to go. We're getting off this bitch, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're doing a little sneaky mission first.
We're trying to get to the ship.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. So we our ship is in like a loading bay.
Yeah.
And we are in like an administrative admin sort of block at the moment.
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I rolled a 21 on the deployment table, and there's no fancy conditions. Everyone's there. Everyone's on time. No one's running late.
Excellent.
Lucky.
Good.
And I rolled an 86 on the notable sites table, and we gain a peculiar item, which means I get at the end of the mission 2 XP.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
pick up that peculiar item from the battlefield. That's how.
Sure. I forgot to do that bit.
That's right. I'm
I
sure you
lose
took
2
it.
XP.
I'm sure- yeah.
God damn it.
Super peculiar. We
Yeah.
left it there.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just like, I ain't touching that.
We're getting experience just for looking at it.
Yeah. The objective mission, I rolled a 1, which is move through. So I basically set the table up. Churchy, if you would like to show picture number 1. Set the table up with admin buildings at the bottom and then some shipping containers at the top. So sort of where the admin ends and the loading bay begins.
Okay,
I made
cool.
it really like tight tunnel, like so there's like only one way to go.
Sure.
Because I wanted that. I know it's linear, but I sort of wanted that like bottleneck kind of experience.
Yeah,
and
cool.
like you'll find out later, it comes to pay off.
Sure.
Um,
For you, all the bad guys that remains to be seen.
yeah,
It remains to be seen, damn it.
So we are facing off against hide muscle on a roll of 33, and thanks to a roll of 23, they are enforcers. 6 of them. So roll 2d6, pick the highest one. I rolled a 6, right? So the enforcers are armed with colony rifles, their specialist is armed with a hunting rifle, and the lieutenant is armed with a military rifle.
So you're imagining these enforcers have been sent out from the Tech Guild to stop you getting off that planet?
Basically, yeah. Like the enforcers are planetary law enforcement, basically. Like because this is a fringe world, they haven't got like unity, like cops or anything like that. Like these are just like neighborhood watch kind of
Rent-a
thing.
cops.
Yeah, rent a cops. Yeah. And they're very swayed by money.
Which you don't have.
No, I don't have, but Tech Guilds have a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So round 1 starts. So, sorry, this is like a pre-round one. Anyway, we've seen all the posters. The planetary enforcers are looking for us. They're small, but a militarized law enforcement group for the system, easily swayed by wealthy corporations or shady tech guilds. En route to the cargo ship Agora, which is our ship, we've come across a small patrol force. No one is stopping us from leaving this planet.
Side note.
Yep.
The full name of your ship is now the Agora Borealis. You're welcome.
Agora is market for in ancient Greek, I think.
And Borealis is just a better ending. The Agora Borealis.
All right, dude. We may be outnumbered, but we have the advantage. Initiative roll of 9, plus 3 from Savvy, plus 1 from being outnumbered, minus 1 from Hide Muscle leaves us with 12. So because we're above 10, we have
You nailed it.
initiative, right?
Dope.
We have the advantage, yeah. So we get a free move or a free shoot.
Yep.
I opted to move because I couldn't shoot him.
Makes sense.
Yep. So Tamsin and FX react first. Tamsin making a break for the alleyway to get from the admin block through to the loading bay, and FX heading upstairs to get a better shot at the enemy. The enforcers continue their approach, albeit cautiously, as Camden forgot to put his phone on silent again.
Standard Camden.
The rest of the crew follow Tamsin.
Was that a foreshadowing then? Your phone going off before because you forgot to put it on
Might
silent?
have been.
And should I bring up an image?
I feel free to bring up image number 2. Thank you, Churchy.
I'm glad one of us is on it.
This guy.
It's him. So round 2. So no shooting. Everyone's out of range. Everyone's too far out of range.
Yeah. Game starts like that.
It
constantly.
does. Yeah.
First turn is positioning.
Yep.
Second turn's pot shots. Third
Yep.
turn's the nitty gritty.
Oh, it gets there. Round 2. FX continues his way up to the stairs where he can get a good shot at the enemy. Bayard ducks in front of Tamsin and moves into cover behind some barrels. FX opens fire but misses. The enforcers move into cover and return fire. They pepper FX with shots, but they do not land.
Pepper.
Pepper.
Is FX a bot?
Bot.
Yeah, that
Yep.
makes sense.
Yep. Where am I? Oh, okay. Tamsin and Darwin move with Bayard, and Camden heads towards the rooftop to join FX, despite being terrified of stairs.
Camden, not very useful.
No, he's not. But he
means well.
he's like that character in a lot of movies where he's there for comedic charm.
Sure.
Yeah.
So he is Pippin from Lord of the Rings.
Yes.
He's Pippin.
Yep.
Where are we going?
Round 3. Churchy, if you would like to show
Bring
the
up
next photo.
image? Oh, I reckon I could probably do that.
I'm imagining the photo because I can't see it, but I bet it looks dope.
It's all right. I used my Gene Stealer Brew Brothers as
Enforcers.
enforcers, yeah.
Cool.
Because they're kind of like uniforms and,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
Thought you were going to say Gene Stealers again. I was like, dude,
Oh.
you can't. The vent crawlers. In your head canon, those are vent crawlers.
They are event crawlers, that's right. But anything's event crawler if you're brave enough. Round 3. Everyone's on their toes. A reaction roll of 2 1s and 2 2s, which is pretty good.
2-2.
Except for, you guessed it.
Camden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just fucking around doing something else.
Trying to figure out how to turn his phone on silent.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, I don't want it vibrating. I just want it nothing.
Just turn it off.
Is it mute? Is that what it is? Yeah.
Tamsin darts into the container, followed closely by Darwin and Bayard. FX aims his beam pistol and fires again, but the enforcer is too quick, moving into cover. 2 enforcers have moved up and fire at Bayard through a tank trap, but luckily both shots miss.
Oh. The way you said that, your alliteration, I forget what it's called. The way you said
Illiterate?
it.
Yep.
Yeah, you are illiterate. The way you said that made me, my heart go, someone's going to get hit.
Oh,
but no, it's
you wait.
fine. You did well.
You wait. Where am I? They know we want to bounce, but they're not prepared to let us. We've been forced into a bottleneck heading through this container yard, but it was the safest way to get to the ship.
That takes me back to when I went to a jump party with like my friend, but I
Yep.
didn't realize it was for all their kids. And I wanted to jump on one of those trampolines.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't let me.
No, because
So when he said,
you're a grown-ass man. Dude.
yeah, I know. But I was like, could you imagine the mayhem? Me jumping on there, all these little kids
Double
just going,
bouncing kids.
yeah, there's foam everywhere. That would have been fine, but it would have been fucking hilarious, dude. So when you said they wanted to bounce, but they weren't letting you,
Yeah.
that reminded me of that.
Sure, okay.
Flashback.
I'm glad. Okay. Churchy, if you'd like to... next one.
If you'd
Thank
like
you.
to put up the picture of me double bouncing some 5-year-olds on
yeah, just
at
off
jump.
onto the pavement. Round 4.
Let me just grab that off the drive.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
So far, there hasn't been any casualties,
So far.
but it's about to get bloody.
Oh, bloomin' heck.
Oh, gosh darn it.
Truth.
FX is the only one who isn't held back by petty emotions like fear. He aims his beam pistol and fires, this time on a hit roll of 6, because it's critical. 2 shots go through.
Boom.
Rolling against the opponent's toughness, double 6s, right? I was like, oh, this is GG right now.
I only know destruction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He's not just dead, he's extra dead.
Yeah,
this
he
guy.
double killed someone.
Yeah,
The old
yeah.
double tap.
Double
Smart.
tap, no scope.
That's
360.
great.
Yeah.
1080.
3 enforcers fire at Bayard. 1 hits and takes him down. The other 2 fire at Camden and FX on the roof, but miss. Camden drops down and moves up to meet Tamsin and Darwin, who have just left the container. He asks them what would happen if they put FX in there. Would he lose signal? Neither of them acknowledge him with a response.
Who asked that? Camden.
Camden did, yeah.
He wasn't asking. He wasn't asking because he wants to throw his phone in there because he hasn't figured it out. He's like, would FX lose signal if we threw it in the shipping container?
So you're going to lose like 7G if I throw it in there?
No? Oh, okay. I'll leave him outside.
Exactly.
He's got his burner cell, wants to dip it.
FX aims and fires his beam pistol, which strikes another enforcer. Tamsin fires the infantry laser, and thanks to Snapshot, she hits and kills.
Hey,
Snapshot +1 to hit, that came in clutch.
that's when they're within 6.
Within 6, yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yep. The lieutenant is in Camden's sights. But his shot ricochets off the container behind his target. Darwin also takes a shot, but he too misses.
The lieutenant is just like neoing those
Yep.
bullets.
Pretty much. Yeah, like this guy just ain't quitting.
I've been trained in bullet.
Yep.
What's that word? Dodging?
Bullet arts.
Bullet finesse.
Changing, if you would
Next,
Yeah,
lead
next
to the
turn
next
there,
one.
Shaaz.
Thank you. Round 5. Tamsin and FX are first to act. Tamsin aims and fires at the lieutenant. A roll of 1 is definitely going to miss.
That'll miss.
So we've got 6 story points, right?
Okay.
Let's use one for a reroll.
Hell yeah, dude. I ain't
Roll
no
a 2.
bitch, so I don't play with them. Oh, you roll a 2.
Yeah. So they ain't going to cut it.
Can you story point again? No,
I don't think
you
so.
can. Yeah,
I just treat it
you
like you can never reroll a reroll, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's
pretty
just- yeah.
FX aims and shoots, another miss. Another 1, in fact. Right now, it looks like I've used up all my good rolls. That 6 and then double 6s is just... I've just been smited. Smooted.
is the correct term.
Thank you. The specialist and enforcer shoot at FX. 1 shot hits, and cue Windows XP shutdown tone. He drops to the floor.
Boom, boom.
Do-no-no-no.
Oh, yeah.
I did Google it to make sure it was actually Windows XP.
Yeah.
I'm listening like, no, it's not 95. No, it's not 98. No, it's not 2000. Like, what is it? XP, okay, yeah.
It's Vista. I feel like that dude's running on Vista.
Yeah, probably.
That's why he's missed all his shots.
Hey, he did all right.
Yeah,
It's
he
killed
did.
too. Camden aims and fires at the enemy lieutenant, but misses. Darwin does the same, but his shot lands, albeit only enough to stun him. Yeah.
Stunned, baby.
Basically, copped it, but he's all right.
He's just hanging around.
Yeah.
He's holding his ribs. He's like,
Yep.
he's winded.
He is
At best.
winded indeed. One more, Churchy, if you may. Thank
Uno
you.
mas. Lagi satu.
Round
Right.
6.
Round 6.
It was this point where I realised I'd goofed so hard.
Uh-oh.
Goofed so hard. This is the problem with single-player games, is there's no one there to remind you of rules, right?
So if you're bad at things,
Yeah.
like life in general,
Yeah.
you'll continue to be bad at this on
And,
your own.
and then all of a sudden you'll realise when it's way too late.
Like, that you've been standing there shooting people and really your mission was move through?
Well, I have been moving
Okay,
slowly,
cool. Slowly.
but I hadn't been rolling for the enemy's morale.
Oh, because you had killed one.
I'd killed 2 at this point.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Or 3 maybe even. No, just 2. Yeah, still.
Yeah.
But I'm like, God damn, I could have potentially had 2 run away.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So that was a big
Rough.
goof. And I was like, well, no point starting that now.
Yeah.
So let's just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tamsin and Darwin are up. Darwin fires as a lieutenant and hits. His shot takes out the enemy leader. Now, past the ship is now finally clear. So at this
Hey.
point, I had 2 ways to get to the ship. Like, one container in the middle with like a Y.
Okay.
There's a specialist and an enforcer over this side to the right.
Yep.
And a lieutenant and there was one guy to my left.
He popped them both.
So yeah, the left is now clear. So if I can dart across this little opening,
Yep.
which I could take shots from the enemy, I can get out. I'm on the home stretch, right?
I'm feeling it. I'm
Yeah.
hopeful for you.
Yeah.
Nervous, but hopeful.
Tamsin darts across the field and into cover. The 2 remaining enforcers move up to try to get a shot, to try to get a line of sight on Camden. He then moved and fired, hitting the specialist, but only stunning him.
That's so Camden, man.
Yeah.
You finally hit a shot, and that's all you do. You just stun him.
Yeah. Round 7.
Bet he tweets about it too.
Churchy, I think because I goofed up to photo number 8, is that right? Who knows? I goofed again.
I like that you I like to imagine.
I think this is photo number 8 now.
Maybe.
In my head canon, you've given him a PowerPoint presentation, labeled them one. You like got annotations for each slide. You like over organized. Church is just like I don't even know. Just send me the pictures next
Got
time.
like transitions and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Just like stick figures.
Transitions where it's just like
yeah. Or star.
they're not working.
Round 7. So at this point, I'm like, how long did games even go for? So I was like
Yeah.
trying to look through the rule book, and I'm like, I couldn't find.
I think they just keep going, man. Yeah.
Because I'm like, all right, I guess we're gonna keep rolling.
Yeah.
Round 7. Camden is the first to act. He's basically the last person on the table. He aims and fires at the specialist again, but his shot is stray. They both return fire upon him, and one shot hits home, but he's not out of the fight yet.
That's because he's got that 7G shit.
Yeah, true.
Sorry, one moment, please, Shane. This is important.
Whatever could that mean?
Oh, they've updated it. There's like heaps more bells now. What's a sheep bell?
Oh, we
I
want
don't like that at all. A
else you
dong
got?
bell?
Is there a beer bell?
That's not a dong bell.
No.
A beer bell. Let me have a look. There's a blow bell.
I only
Boys.
respond to beer bells. So.
There's a dong bell. Oh, wait, I already did
You
that
say
one.
dong.
Is it a dong? Anyways, there's a lot of bells here, man.
Where am I?
Suppose you boys want a beer then?
Yes, please.
Sorry, that's a.
Tamsin and Darwin both
Sorry.
continue to leg it towards the ship.
I didn't touch that. That's a cowgirl bell though.
Cowgirl?
Cowdoy. Cowdoy in the city.
Cowdoy in the city. God damn. Love it. Check out Auntie Donna too, by the way.
We're sponsored. This episode brought to you by Auntie Donna.
And Cowdoy.
Everything's a drum. Everything's a drum. Can Shane's script be a drum? Broden, what the fuck? Sorry, this makes no sense to anyone.
No.
Please
no.
carry on. Please carry on.
And Churchy, if you may, photo number 9, please.
Thank
Thank you.
You'll
Thank
find
you,
it right
Churchy.
next to the
No
beers.
You go above and beyond for us, Churchy. We appreciate it so much.
And as a special treat for you, we will thank you.
Enjoy these beers.
We'll enjoy these beers and give you a cuddle afterwards.
Yeah.
A beer-induced cuddle.
No worries.
So Camden missed again.
Missed again, yeah. But Tamsin and Darwin both continue to leg it towards the ship.
Smart.
All right, round number 8. That's a lot of head.
You got way more head than me, dude.
Yeah, I know. You're welcome. The enforcers move in. One fires at Camden, which hits, and he slumps to the floor. Darwin, closely behind Tamsin, makes up the table edge, getting away safely. So basically, Tamsin and Darwin just left him to die.
And honestly, at this point,
yeah. He knows.
You would.
He's all right
he's
with
lying
it.
on the floor like, I would do.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, my
Was
bad.
it the FX joke?
That's the icing on the cake. Post game. So, total, roll 1d6, earned 5 credits.
So you made it off.
We got off, yeah.
Is this the 10th image?
I don't have 10 images, Churchy. I've only got 9.
I think we were an image behind the whole
Maybe.
time.
Oh, no.
Probably.
Oh,
No, that's my.
I
That's
mean-
Let's
my
take it from the
bad.
top. Take it from the top.
All right.
Round 1.
We're not doing into that. All right, post game. So earn 5 credits, bringing our balance up to 13. So we've got there's a couple of coins in the bank.
Boy got some money.
Yep. We also found some loot during the battle. A roll of 63 in the loot table puts us in the gear table, and a roll of 39 is a gun sight. But not just any gun sight. Roll of 32 determines we have found a quality sight,
Oh,
which adds 2 to the range and maybe +1, I think. +1 to hit, maybe.
it's just a cool scope.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
All those no scopes that we do.
Yeah,
Medical.
now you'll be able to do a scope.
Yeah.
Scope.
Hopefully, and get some hits.
I doubt it, but yeah, extra range, so that's
Yeah,
nice.
2 inches.
Yeah, we're not going to complain.
No, could use that. Camden rolls 66, which is minor injuries. He's out for 1 turn.
Oh, that's all right. That's a good result.
Bayard rolls a 71, which is also minor injuries, and he's out for 1 turn.
Okay, cool. Sick bay's filling up, but
Yeah, I've got 3 of them in the sick bay now. FX rolls a 75, which it's just a few dents. So he's
Oh,
fine.
okay.
He's fine. He's like
some battle wounds.
Yeah,
He doesn't
pretty
even
much.
notice.
Nah. No, he's like,
All I know is destruction.
XP. Darwin gains +1 for downing the leader and +3 for surviving and winning.
Far out, man.
He's got 4 XP.
This was a strong turn for you.
Was bad. Could have been worse, but it could have been better.
Yeah, that's an accurate interpretation of the situation, yeah.
Yeah.
50-50.
50-50.
Tamsin gains 3 XP for surviving and winning. Bayard and Camden gain 1 XP for trying.
Okay.
So because they got their casualties, they get 1 XP.
Oh, that's nice.
And last but not least, the character event.
Here we go.
So I chose FX. So you choose a particular character and you roll on this table.
Oh.
Roll 68, which is you found true love in this bleak universe, +1 story point.
Oh.
So I think FX might have, I don't know, fallen for like a welding bot when he was in the repair shop.
Yeah.
So they're happily ever after.
Well, for them to stay together, whoever he fell in love with will have to come with you. So I have to assume it's Camden's phone.
Maybe.
It heard that little me.
like-
Was like,
What is that? Fine specimen.
yeah.
I would connect with that
I would-
all night
I
long.
would beep with that.
I would sync up with that. So that was my adventure. Decided to leave the planet. We just got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tech guilds you felt them oppressing you with their
Oppression.
oppression.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't you hate that?
Oh, God.
Oppressive oppression.
Miss
Yeah.
it.
So oppressed.
Miss me with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. You took a left and they missed you with it.
Yep.
That's cool. I long for a cool mission like that. You always
It was
get
fun.
like thematical things. I'm always
was
just
fun.
like fight and kill everything. Yeah, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Dope. So now you're booking it.
Yeah. Out of here.
Cool.
We are out of here. Yeah. So, let me know what your crew got up to.
Okay. All right, friends. Boy, have I got a story for you.
Listen in.
Buckle up, buckaroo. Pour yourself a beverage. Sit down. Quick recap. So last time we did this,
Yep.
the Smoke took a job from Sector Composites, which was the big armor factory corporation, whatever. The job was to eliminate a defector of that company, but little did we know, the Smoke, that defector had hired the Black Dragon mercs
Yes.
to help defend them.
Yeah.
And they fucked us up real good.
Because they're like the elite of the elite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, if you're going to hire mercenaries, hire these guys.
You may as well hide the Men in Black.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the best.
Except the Men in Black are scared of the Black Dragon mercs. The new ones, not Will Smith.
Okay, no, of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
not. Yeah.
So that mission was an absolute disaster. So I began this third campaign turn with Captain Zaven Fox
Yes.
in the sick bay.
Yes, he is a captain now because
I paid off the ship.
the owner of the ship
Yeah.
was killed.
Yeah. No.
Well, the custodian of the ship was killed.
Yeah. I have obtained the ship. That's
Yeah.
all you need to know. I own it. I paid it off.
Yeah.
As a result, I have no money, but that's fine. I own a ship, so who needs money?
Had to pay it off.
I had to. ASAP. But it's turn 3 and I've got a paid off ship, dude. What do you got? Some bullshit.
I'm in debt.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Kiyoshi, who was a new recruit Zaven talked into taking this job,
Yep.
is 3 turns in the sick bay. Welcome to the smoke, Kiyoshi. And 4-3 was destroyed.
Yes.
So
That was a sad day.
it was a sad day.
Did
I
you
had-
scrap him in the end?
uh,
You stripped all the copper out of him?
he's part of the ship now.
Okay.
He's part of the ship.
Does that mean you just cable tied him
He's
to the
part
wall
of
or
the
something?
ship, dude.
Okay.
He's Any further questions will get me into legal trouble with the robot enthusiasts.
Okay, of course.
He's part of the ship.
He's part of the ship now.
Part of the
Yeah.
ship, part of the crew. So it's sad because I had some really cool ideas and stories in my head for 4-3.
Yeah.
And I had a whole journey for him.
Yeah.
But that's also the cool thing about 5 Parsecs.
Yeah.
Is that if you let it, it's almost a Game of Thrones-esque adventure.
Yeah. Yep.
for your crew, and you get connected to these crews, but
And
man,
then
it's
they
a
just-
brutal fucking game.
Yeah, yeah. They just die.
They just die. Or
Like
they
that.
spend turns in the sick bay, and
Yep.
if they're 3 turns in the sick bay, they feel dead because you
Yeah.
don't get to use them for 3 turns.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can pay money, but not all of us have the luxury of money.
No.
Not my
Some of
crew.
us have paid off ships.
No. Some of us
Some
have
of
no
us
money.
have debt.
That is the 2 options. Some of us have debt, some don't. 50-50. So, anyways, this planet didn't get invaded, so the crew decided they'd stay here for just a little bit longer. They took a blick.
Do you roll for invasion every turn?
I think that only happens if something happens.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, because I was reading it, and at the first point, I was like, under the impression that you did roll for invasion every turn, and I'm like, wow, like, do planets just get invaded all the fucking
Constantly.
time?
Yeah, no,
But
I
like,
think it's, yeah.
it's tough. You got to battle someone who is an invasion threat.
Correct.
I think it's like you kill these guys, and they're like, all right, I'm just getting the homies around here.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
exactly.
they come and invade.
And even
Yeah.
then, after you get an invasion threat and kill them, they still might not invade.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I don't know why I write it every time. I just remind myself. It's okay, everyone.
Yeah, we
Planet
didn't
get invaded.
We didn't get invaded yet.
We need a sign up here. 0 days since last invasion.
yeah.
Churchy, make it happen.
I'll get right on it.
Just do it now. Shade's got a printer. Jump on the wireless. Little piece of paper. You got a whiteboard. Anyways, now my crew are on Lamorna, which
Yep.
in my story, you're only allowed on there for a limited time.
Not long, like, kind of like North Korea. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say more brutal, slightly. A little bit more mysterious,
Get
less
worse?
mysterious.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to say. I got some friends there. Well, they can't watch this because it's
No.
on the internet. So it says 3 campaign turns, which I imagine a campaign turn in my headcanon is like a week.
Yeah, yeah. The battle itself is like an hour
Yeah.
or 2,
Mm.
but like, yeah, there's heaps of like stuff leading up to it. So yeah,
Could you imagine-
a week? Yeah, I imagine that.
Because if you go to a planet and you're looking for a job and you want to make money, you expect you're going to try and do at least one. It's a big job.
Yeah, yeah.
One big job a week. You know?
Yeah,
You don't want to
yeah.
sit down around for much longer.
Nah.
And this crew's here to make money. We're all about the credits.
Yeah.
The smoke. So anyways, the ship was still safely tucked away in the docking bay.
Nice.
Unfortunately, the crew wasn't in quite as good shape as the ship itself.
Yep.
The usual nightly catch-ups of card games and Lamorna juice were a shell of their former selves.
Hang on, like, you have an alcoholic drink called Lamorna juice.
Yeah, it's the planet's local brew.
So it's like earth water.
It's kind of like there's a well, I imagine, there that you take some of the water from and then throw a little bit of mysterious objects in.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a special fruit that you squeeze into it, the
Okay.
Lamorna fruit.
Yep.
And suddenly you have a drink that gets you intoxicated
Nice.
quite quickly. So they usually down a few of those, play cards, and then hit the hay, and that's their nightly routine. That's
Yep.
how they'll stay bonded.
Yep.
That's how we got Kiyoshi in here.
Yep.
He loves a
So
drink.
you got to, is that her and him?
Kiyoshi's a they.
Sure. Yeah,
Kiyoshi's
sure.
the they. I
You
think.
got
Oh,
them
maybe
drunk
I said he.
and
Maybe I
then
said he last time.
convince them to stay.
Meet them drinking. Say, hey, you want to play cards back at the ship?
Yeah.
We got a crew that likes money, and they're like,
can't play
he's like,
cards back in
I'll
my
play
ship.
cards with I'm not gonna play cards. Yeah, exactly. So he came back and he was like, oh shit, you guys are actually playing cards. I said, here again. Now I don't even know what I.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't
think he
even
was
know-
expecting something quite different.
Yeah, but he stayed.
Yep.
They stayed, and now they're part of the crew, and they love
Nice.
it. However, the injured crew took a big L, and morale was at an all-time low.
Yeah, yeah.
Their collective funds were all but gone, and the lovable 4-3 gone with those credits.
Yep.
Now
Now being smelted down to make
Just
Lamorna
part of the
juice
ship, dude.
cans.
just part of the ship. Nowhere
Part
else.
of the ship, part of the crew.
Part of the ship, part of the crew. But work still needs to be done.
Yeah.
We're anything if not lazy.
Yeah.
And sick bay crew, thank God, which is most of my crew, can still do tasks.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I can just imagine them being in a hospital bed, like just going down the streets of Lamorna.
Like, yeah, one of those IV bags
Yeah.
and a crutch in the other hand. I'm looking for work. Yeah. You want to join our crew? Get fucked, mate. I'd rather live, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I love
Zaven, who is in the sick bay, I thought he's probably not leaving. He's supposed to have a major injury, so
Yeah.
he is training. So he's just getting his body right. So
Yeah,
he can
like
gain 1
rehab.
XP.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally
Yeah.
trying to learn to walk again after after what he copped.
Yeah.
Imba, who's alive and well, and a trading god, was able to barter for some basic supplies, which not great, but was also much needed because it allows me to ignore upkeep next turn.
Yeah, negates an upkeep for 1 turn. That's what I got last game.
Yeah, it's super useful.
It is good. Like, it's like you go, okay, but then when you're saving on those credits, you're like, okay.
When you
yes,
skip it, you're like, oh, good credits for stuff I actually need.
Yeah.
Rel, I was like, well, I had a choice. I was like, my crew's quite limited. Going into the next fight, it's just Rel and Imba. Although early on in the story, they had some sort of connection. They knew each other. There was a bit of alluding to romance. So I thought maybe that'd be cool.
Yep.
Usually on these smaller fights, I only roll 3 or 4 enemies anyways.
Yep.
2v3 would be great.
Yeah.
So I was like, that'd be a cool small fight for my small little beer can, ensemble of a terrain.
Yeah.
So Rel went to explore, and I kid you fucking not, this bitch must be blind as a bat, 'cause she got lost.
Oh, no.
She got completely lost,
Yeah.
which was a disaster. So I guess she underestimated how new she was to this place and just took an alley and then took another alley. And Rel, who is always my MVP, is out of action for this entire campaign
So
turn.
they lost forever or lost for a turn?
Lost for a turn.
Okay.
So they're going to go do the mission without her. They're like, oh, Rel's supposed to be back. I guess
Yeah.
we got to go do this. And
Yeah.
by we, I mean literally just Imba now.
Wow.
So in hindsight, I probably should have tried to look for a crew member.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which I
You
kind
know,
of
you
overlooked.
can do the story thing where it's like, have you met my mate? It's like a free character.
I don't have any story points. I wanted to play without him. Is that a story point, or are you saying?
I think it's a story point, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't have those.
No story point.
Trying to play in hard mode.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Lots. I don't know where to start. We don't have enough time on this episode. Kiyoshi decided to explore and not quite bought into the crew, the community. Let's all work for the good of the ship. Yet he just decided to go get a few drinks,
Yeah, fair.
which is kind of thematical because that's how we met them. So
Yeah. Like, what do you expect?
I'm starting to see a pattern though. I'm a little fearful that he just rolls around to different places,
Yep.
drinking, and then ditching crews.
I can see why you think that.
No, I mean, it's sick bay for 3 turns. I'd be drinking too. So my job offers were, I only had one Patreon left willing to work with us, and that was the local government,
Nice.
or rather a representative of the local government,
Yep.
called Elvin Terzi.
Sure.
Now, Elvin Terzi is a young, ambitious feral who hopes to gain popularity
Okay.
by dealing with some of Lemorna's criminal activity and inconveniences.
Interesting. Popularity by dealing with criminals.
Like, eliminating criminal activity.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Right.
So basically, he's the lower rungs of politics.
Yeah.
And their local government has a vast checklist of problems.
So he's kind of like that cop from Batman. What's his name? Gordon? Something?
Yeah. Yeah, he's a little bit more corrupt. I mean, he's a politician. He's a political version of that.
Sure.
So the details of the mission that he had for us were
Yeah.
to eliminate a small enclave of razor lizards that were feeding on some byproduct of the local government's own plastic industrial site.
Nice.
So plastics is a big thing on Lemorna.
Yeah.
It's what they export armor and
Yeah.
all kinds of things. Now, the byproduct used to just be waste, and the razor lizards used to be seen as a necessary waste disposal unit.
Fair. I mean, if they're just happily eating it, and they're not dying from it, why not?
Yeah, I mean, they don't know if they're dying from it. They know that when they eat it,
yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and
the waste
they're
is
gone
gone.
too. So
Yeah.
that's a win-win.
And
It's a
there's-
win-win-win right there.
it used to be like, oh, look, they're happy they work with the environment. So a lot of these plants are out in the sticks,
Yeah.
effectively.
Yeah.
And they just make plastics, ship them out, and then these razor lizards just feed on the byproduct. However,
Sure.
there's a planet now that has begun to use that byproduct as their own construction and underwater stuff, which may come into play later. There's
okay.
another planet far away that needs that byproduct.
Yep.
So now the local government's like, oh, we can sell this?
Yeah.
People are going to buy this? Well, we need those lizards dead. So that's what his mission was.
Just stop giving it to them.
Yeah.
Don't
Like-
kill the lizards.
Yeah.
Just stop giving it to them.
The way the plants, I imagine the way these plants are set up is like during the process, it gets shivved out and then just thrown outside and they just,
Oh yeah, this is like a tube where it just spits out.
yeah,
into
just
the
cut off the
jungle.
tube, block it up.
Yeah.
Block the tube
put
up.
A big like cartoon sized cork in it.
Yeah, I imagine they probably tried. A cartoon size cork, big like
Yeah, like,
9 foot cork.
Exactly,
Yeah.
but you can like lift it with like 2 hands.
Yeah, because it's cork.
And it's cartoon.
And yeah, true. I didn't think about that.
And you just go, punk. That's the noise.
Yeah. And then you pop it out and it's like, I can't do it. Churchy wants to try.
Well,
Never mind. Dear God, no. He's never popped a cork in his life. So anyways, yeah. Turzy, old mate Turzy, wants those lizards dead. And so we need the job. We need the money. So Imber was like, I'll take it.
Yeah.
I can deal with a couple lizards.
Yeah, what's a couple of lizards going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I'm glad you asked. So it didn't look good straight away.
No.
Because I rolled up, so we got Fox, Kiyoshi in the sick bay, Rail wandering the streets.
Just lost or kidnapped or something.
Who knows? It's
It is
Rail.
North Korea, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
not legal reasons. It's not
Okay, it's
technically
worse.
North Korea. It's worse. And so it's just Imber facing off against 4 razor lizards.
Yeah.
So my 2v3 turned into a 1v4,
1v4.
quite quickly.
Imber can do it.
In a toxic environment, that was one of the conditions I rolled up.
Okay.
So anytime someone is stunned, you roll, and on a 4+,
They're out.
they're out.
Shit.
So I was like, oh, that's not good.
No.
I mean, it may be. It's 50-50.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in a mission where it's last man standing as well, it's fight off is what I rolled.
Oh,
I was like,
okay.
maybe move through. I saw some of them. I was like, move through would be cool. Maybe you can duck around and get off.
Yeah.
Nope.
No.
My only saving grace was the fact that these were beasts and they had melee weapons.
Yeah.
Whereas Imber has his hunting rifle, a blade, and a pistol.
Yeah.
Dude's kitted, ready to go. I was hoping maybe if he hit like a shot turn 1 as they're advancing, turn 2 as they're advancing,
Yeah.
pick them off, and then by the time they get there, fight him with a blade. He could
Yeah.
do it. He's 1v4'd before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So turn 1 was just used by the beasts. Well, Imber went first.
Yeah.
Because he gained initiative. Grappled. He's got a grapple gun.
Nice.
That,
Terrible. That's closer. Yeah. First one sounded like spaghetti.
It was spaghetti.
Yeah.
His grapple gun's made of spaghetti.
Okay,
I don't know
of
if
course,
you know if you know this. You don't have. Do you have a grapple gun?
No, I don't.
think so.
I don't
Yeah,
have any
it's made of
pasta
spaghetti.
or grapple guns.
What was that? Okay. All right. How do we just unplug the mic again?
Is it this one?
Yeah. Yeah. No. Cut. Episode ends there. Technical difficulties. Yeah. Anyways, so he grappled up to get to the top of some containers.
Nice.
To be able to see for next turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then the beasts just moved up. So turn 1, pretty quiet. No one
Yeah.
got any shots. He couldn't see anyone.
Yeah.
Turn 2, now that he's up there, he got a shot in on the lizards because I rolled a 1, so he was able to have a quick action.
Yeah.
Took a shot with his new high ground advantage. He could just see over a pile of old hazardous bio-waste containers.
Yeah.
Could see one of the lizards,
Nice.
razor lizards, which is just a cool describing name for a bunch of lizards.
It is very descriptive.
They're all spines and teeth.
Yeah, and probably razors.
So they look like razors, but
Yeah.
I imagine not technically. Because
Well, I
let's
mean,
be honest.
they might.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we got noodle grapple guns. Anything's possible.
Spaghetti.
Sorry, what did I say?
Noodles are different.
Yeah, my bad. Yep. Yeah, you're right. Some ramen noodles. Not quite the same girth. Anyways,
Exactly.
so he missed his first shot, which kind of feels like a tradition for him, but I find he's becoming less of a sniper and more of a bullet distribution machine.
Sure.
Now, I've lost myself. Sorry, now the beasts are already hot on Imber's heels because they moved 6 inches the first turn.
Yeah.
6 inches the second. They cover ground quick,
They're
man.
just hoofing it.
They're hoofing. They're
Yeah,
legging
yeah.
it. Luckily, it's not a true 12 inches because that'd be devastating.
Sure.
They had to move around some
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
some beer cans and whatnot. So turn 3, they got the first turn and they started. They began crawling up the shipping containers, and
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? There's 4 of them this close.
Yeah.
And old mate's got a sniper on top of it. I'm like, this is like something out of a movie. He's like standing on the shipping container, 4 razor lizards coming at him.
Yeah, like, may as well be like xenomorphs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wrote him off. I was like, okay, let's
Yeah.
see what happens. They're all just out of range, so he's gonna get a shot now,
Yeah.
and who knows?
Yeah.
Luckily, wait. Oh yeah, I wrote in my haze.
Yeah.
this stage of the game when they're crawling up those shipping containers, I was literally sweating. That was mostly because the shed I was in was an absolute tin bucket of a fireball.
Okay.
So now with a much closer shot, Imber actually manages to hit and stun a razor lizard,
Okay.
which is great.
Sure.
And because they were stunned,
Yeah.
I then got to roll on the toxic environment,
Oh, yeah.
which killed it straight away,
Nice.
which then procced panic. So
Yeah.
I rolled for that and got it. Rolled
They
a 2.
panic?
They panicked.
Some bees
That's
don't
morale.
panic.
These ones didn't have that special rule.
Oh, okay.
Their panic was
Vent
1 to
crawlers, I
2.
think, don't.
Oh, that's terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, this one of the razor lizards. So I guess Imber shot a
Yeah.
razor lizard and he fell down off the shipping
And
container.
his
The other
mate's
one's
just going,
like,
what the fuck?
you know what? I'll just go over and eat some bio waste. I don't even care about this guy being here.
Yeah, yeah. He's not hurting us.
And so then I was like, oh, wait a minute. It's a 2v1.
Yeah.
We're good.
Easy.
It's turn 3. Who knows what's going to happen?
GG easy.
Yeah. So they say it's better to be lucky than good, and Imber has proven to be both.
Yep.
So this caused the lizards to panic, and another one ran off. This was starting to look better.
Nice.
So I went into turn 4 pretty hopeful. I was like, if I win initiative, shoot one, then maybe fight the other one in combat.
Yep.
And he's pretty good at combat, he's proven. What did I say about luck? I don't remember because the razor lizards climbed up the shipping containers and killed Imber instantly. Now, he fought valiantly to the end and was left maimed on a shipping container in a toxic field of shattered dreams.
Yep.
As he bled out with no help around him, his mind drifted into the beyond. He recalls feeling a tug on his shoulder, which he was prepared for. Probably a bog rat likely to make use of his now useless body. Imber died there that day, Shane.
Yep.
But luck had a different plan for him.
Okay.
And I was able to spend his only luck point to cheat death.
Nice.
And he was delivered half dead to the ship in the morning by some unknown party.
Yep. Yep.
So I was like... And we gained a rival, by the way, post-battle.
What, fucking razor lizards?
No, I rolled out... It was like... So we rolled to see if they were a rival, and they
Yeah.
weren't. But then the event, the campaign event that happens at the end,
yeah.
was roll up a rival. So I
Yeah.
rolled up a generic one.
Yep.
I didn't even recall what it was because I was like, you know what? If it wasn't already painfully clear,
Yep.
there's no credits, fame, or even favorable events waiting for us on Lamorna.
No.
So I'm joining you, Shane. We're getting the fuck off this planet.
We are. Yep.
So what we were thinking would be cool is if from this point onwards, we combined our campaigns.
We are going to head to the same planet.
That'd be dope.
That would be dope. That may mean some cooperative play. That could be spicy.
Which is what I meant earlier when I mentioned possibly being unmotivated to play due to the solo nature.
Yep.
Will now be sped up by...
I think they got it.
I was reminding myself.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What do you mean they? I thought we were just chatting, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Talking about how fun
Just me
little
and you,
parsecs.
dude.
Yeah, it's just us. Who are you talking to?
Was I meant to be
Churchy?
recording this?
No, God, no. Well, that'd be garbage. What
Who's
are you
gonna listen
thinking?
to that?
Yeah.
Luckily, I wasn't.
Well, I have a singular D10 die right in front of me
I'm going to bring in my computer from side of screen.
from off
From the
screen.
void. Yeah.
From the void.
I've got the rule book here, so we could roll up a planet together.
Let's do it right now. While everyone is still maybe listening, they might have tuned out halfway through.
What do you mean might have? I like your optimism. Okay, so we're getting off this planet. Does that mean we have to technically just do the first part of next turn where you leave?
Yeah, probably.
Let me find that. Do we want to...
I think we can just roll up a planet without actually doing that stage, surely.
I believe
Maybe.
that's probably a
And
thing.
we don't know what we're doing.
Travel steps, New World arrival steps.
Let's just do that. And then we'll do our own travel steps and everything.
Sure, so we're just rolling up the planet even
Yeah.
before we've left.
Yeah.
Oh, a sweat drop just rolled. It's quite warm in here.
It
It
is.
is quite warm in here.
It's toasty. But we've done worse.
We've done
We have-
worse.
we have done worse.
We've done worse to worse.
Yes, indeed.
Leave that, interpret that how you wish.
We'll not unpack.
Like us on this planet, because we're about to leave.
Yes.
So, all right, let's do it. Well, let's roll up. If you prefer to do a more chaotic version of the game, you may roll twice, I believe, on a wild... It's a wild galaxy. It's an optional rule.
Yep.
You roll twice for each world you visit
Okay.
for the traits.
Sure.
So roll up a first trait. It's a D100.
D100, yep.
Let's see what kind of planet we're going to.
All right. We are rolling a... Oh, that's a 7.
I bet you roll 78.
I wrote it like 3 times earlier.
Yeah, I know.
71.
71. All right. So the first trait of our planet is it's a free trade zone.
That's probably good.
That makes sense. I feel like that's where we would go after.
Yeah.
Just copying an absolute dicking on 2 planets.
Yep.
Let's go to somewhere where we can trade, maybe a ship, maybe people that are part of the ship.
You know, it sounds a lot different to your planet, which, as in not communist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. You're on your own with that one.
Maybe like South Korea.
One crew member per campaign turn can roll twice when doing the trade table.
Nice.
And choose either result.
Yeah.
I'm just going to make all 4 of my crew trade. It's a
It says
trade
1 per campaign turn.
See, they've thought of everything in this game. And that's the great thing about 5 Parsecs. It's a well-constructed
It
rule book.
says it there, dude.
Okay, so free trade planet. Let's get a second trait for this world.
Yep. That is a S9.
The snine. The old classic snine. And what is this? A zero.
S90.
It's a snintey.
It's a 90.
All right, a snintey.
90.
It is interdiction.
Interdiction.
That's a new word.
Yep.
You are only approved to stay for... Oh, this was what Lormorna was. For 1d3 campaign turns. To extend your stay, you must obtain a license. Roll 2d6, requiring an 8+ to get a license.
So,
Now, let's see if we can get a license. Let's try and get our license approved
yep.
before we go to that planet.
Okay, so
So this is on you. You want an 8 on this 2d6 right now
Alright.
to get a license. And you've rolled a 6.
6.
So you don't have a license. You're staying for 3 turns, but I might stay longer.
1d3 turns, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man, I should really read these things.
You did.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
Let's see if you get a license.
All right, I'll get a license. No dramas. So that's a
6.
6 as well. So we're good at that.
Yeah, yeah.
So how many
yeah.
turns are you staying for then?
All right, I am staying for 3 turns.
Okay. And what am I staying for?
Thanks to our battle maps dice. You're staying
I'm
for
staying
one turn. Rough.
I can't wait.
I mean, I can leave earlier.
Yeah. We're going to a trade planet together for 1 turn.
One turn.
Uh,
That's all we need, dude. That's all
can
we
I
need.
use one of your story points to reroll?
I'll allow it.
All right.
I'll allow it.
All right. I should have rerolled on my license. All right. Come on. I'm staying for 7 turns. That's why I rolled a 1. Yeah.
That's
All
not how
right. Well, I'll
dice
meet you on the
works,
free trade planet
dude. For a turn. Yeah.
for a turn. That's all we know about it. We'll
Yep.
dissect it more. And then
Yep.
we'll rock up. Maybe that's just our meeting point. We go there,
Yep.
do a mission together, get some loot or whatever, trade some shit,
Yeah.
and then go to the real planet. which is
Shall we let the homies name it in the comments?
Absolutely. Yes.
Yes.
In the YouTube comments on this video.
You can name the planet. We'll pick the best name.
We'll vote on it between us.
Between
Your
us.
I
planet.
hope it
3.
doesn't. Huh?
Your planet.
Your plan.
Your planet. Yep, there you go. Your
Please no.
planet.
If anyone writes that, please no.
So
Cool.
that's campaign turn 3.
Campaign turn 3. Holy shit, this has been incredible.
It's so fun, man. When I actually get the time to sit down and
Yeah.
it just takes like you do the very first thing.
Yeah.
You just read over what you did last turn. You're like, that's right.
Yeah.
And then you like do trade. You know, you do the little upkeep and check on it. Yeah, man, I just frost it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every turn, every time, as soon as I sit down to actually play it, the love is just like instantly restored.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Love for parsecs.exe. Run that shit.
Run as administrator.
Yeah, of course. Run as admin. Yeah. Just get errors. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course.
Mm.
Permissions and yeah.
And
Anyway.
whatnot.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this. Like,
Yeah.
as much as we did, at least. Yeah, I love hearing about your misadventures.
I love hearing about Carmen and his crazy shenanigans, man. It's dope. And now we're going to combine.
Yep.
And what I was thinking is we keep a permanent record of these crews,
Yep.
but we only take 3 each.
Well, I've only got 3 because 3 are in sick bay. So
Oh, you're going to leave the sick bay behind?
no, they'll come with, but
Right,
they'll,
right, right,
they'll
I
be
see.
like in the ship.
That's right. When we do a mission, we'll just
Yeah,
pick
yeah.
3 each.
Yeah.
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 So that'll be cool. I love the idea of like
Yeah.
Carmen and Rel and I don't know. You don't have anyone else to me, so.
FX.
Oh, FX.
Yeah.
Well, at least it'd be nice to see a bot again. We've got some spare parts too in the ship if you need them.
If you need anything.
Yeah. We got tons, man.
Yeah.
Just scrap. Anyways.
Nice.
Yeah, we do love these Parsecs episodes. We
Yeah.
have to just
Yep.
keep cranking them.
Hell yeah.
When we get a little bit more settled and have some more camera, who knows? Who knows
Who
what's going to
knows
happen?
what we're gonna do?
Who knows what's going to happen?
Keep it all happening. Anyway, as always, massive thank you to our patrons. Got Burnsy, Whack, Joey P, Lockie, MJ, Lethal, Moose, Penny, and Foggy Highway. Welcome back, Foggy Highway.
Our Prince of Peace has returned from the darkness to once again.
He is.
What is he now? OG?
He is an OG homie.
You're always an OG to us, man.
Absolutely.
But we appreciate the coin.
Thank you very much.
Keep the lights on. In fact, I think the reason we have lights is because of you, and now you've just
Probably.
now you're keeping them running.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's about that time. They probably have to pay their power bill.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go off any minute now.
We've also got Elko, Big Roach, aka Han D, Churchy, Rad, Oliver, Hockers, Aggro, Gritty, Final, Adrian, my Harlequin, my Solitaire. You are the solitaire of my heart. Adrian, thank you so much. Thank you all the homies.
Yes, thank you. Welcome to a couple of new ones, like Big Roach.
Big Roach, my main man.
And the boys coming back.
And we will
Foggy.
update the Patreon screen soon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's one more
Churchy.
Patreon away from
Just one more of my failings.
So if you know any of your friends that'll like the podcast, we need one more
$2 a month to get early access to videos and episodes and all that goodness.
Yeah.
Discord roles.
Extra entries to every single giveaway.
Yeah.
Automatic entry too. So you'd be like, I didn't even know there was on a giveaway. Well, you were entered because you're a Patreon.
And you probably won too.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and you'll get that within 90 days. Average runtime.
Yeah. Also, if you haven't joined a Discord yet, feel free to do so. Links are on hobbyhomies.com.
It's a great time.
It really is. There's so much happening there every day. Parsecs games, 40k, Necromunda, all other kinds of goodness.
There's a hobby hangout happening right now, as it does often on Tuesday nights.
Yep.
Neil B has just posted some dope pictures of some like rock golems. Look at those, man. They look
Nice.
sweet.
Nice.
So there's stuff pumping all the time for
Hell yeah.
all different hobbies.
Hell yeah. So feel free to check that out.
That'd be dope. We'd love to have
Yeah.
you.
Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Good luck and stay frosty.
And peace out.
Peace out.